going on YouTube? Eli from Forge Fitness here with my beautiful stepbrother.
How you doing, guys?
As you see, I'm wearing the new Forge Fitness white and royal blue. Not for sale just yet. I want to get the final product out there, but today we're doing 5 ways to start being jacked. Step number 1. You have to eat. Ooh. You have to eat to gain weight. There's no way around it. You could train as hard as you possibly can, be the biggest beast in the gym, and you won't gain shit if you don't eat. Now, some guys tell me this all the time. Oh, I eat so much and I just never gain weight. Well, let's take Tony for example. Tony's metabolism is super fast, super fast. So you know how many meals he eats a day? How many? 5, and then 2 shakes that I had in my video the other day. And then every week he ups his meals. Now that's a lot more for a regular person, but if you're eating whatever meals and you're not gaining weight, then you have to eat more. There's just no way around it. Number 2, you gotta go ham in the gym. If you train like a bitch, you're gonna get bitch gains, straight up.
Damn right.
If you don't go into the gym with the mentality of I need to make my body adjust to some level of stress so that it could gain muscle, then you're not gonna make any progress. Now, I've seen people train in the gym for years and they just make no progress only because they do the same shit. So change up your routine. Changing up your routine could honestly change the world for any lifter, especially one that's stuck in a plateau. So don't train like a bitch. If you have to, the easiest way to do it is put 30 seconds on a clock and give yourself only 30 seconds of rest. As soon as that timer goes up, you should be doing your next set. That's why when I train with Tony, who's basically my main training partner, when I train with Tony, after his set is done, I'm on my set. There's no rest, there's no talking. If you're talking in the gym, you're working your jaw, not your body.
Exactly.
Number 3, you have to be consistent. Going to the gym twice a week, every week, is not acceptable. Not acceptable. If you're not going minimum 4 times a week, you're not going to see any progress. And especially if you took my first tip and you eat like crazy and you train twice a week, you're going to get fat. You're going to get stupid fat. And it's not like fat like obese, but you're not going to look good. And I know anybody who works out, their incentive is to look good. So you have to make a point to at least go to the gym 4 times a week. If you want to be a real gangster, you go 6 times a week. And if you want to be a thug, you can go 7 times a week. But you know, that's the biggest, probably the biggest key to building muscle is you have to consistently go. And if you skip a day, it's fine. Just get back on track and, you know, keep going. Number 4, do not ego lift as a beginner. Ego lifting as a beginner is like the number 1 sin that all beginner lifters make. I've done it in the past when I just started lifting. He's done it. You know, we all do it, but if you could avoid doing it, then don't do it. There makes no sense in you just entering the gym and you going for PRs every week because you want to be strong. Do weights that you could get for 8 to 20 reps. Don't be afraid of high reps, even as a skinnier guy. Flood that muscle with as much blood as you can. Doing 1 to 3 reps can be some benefit, but if you're doing it every day, going max out it's not going to work. It just isn't. And especially for beginner lifters that you're probably not even using the correct muscle groups in those lifts. So for you to be going max effort, you're probably like, if you go max effort on a overhead press, and you're not using the correct muscle groups, there could be a chance you could fall back, or you could use too much lower back and hurt your lower back. Yeah, you could hurt yourself. You could, and it just doesn't. It's not optimal at all. So I mean, eventually down the line, you can go for 1 rep maxes. You could do stuff like that, but for now, just for like the first couple months, just build. Just do sets of 8 to 12 or 8 to 20, or 8. Like sometimes we do side delt raises for 30 to 50 reps.
I was insane today.
Yeah, we did that today. And stuff like that works. But if you're a beginner, trust me, stay away from the super heavy weights. Number 5, rest as much as you can. If you don't sleep, you don't grow. Bottom line, you grow when you sleep. So if you're not resting, you're just not gonna grow. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you train, no matter how much you eat, no matter how consistent you are, none of that matters if you don't sleep. And it sucks and it's hard because sometimes your life happens and you just you don't get enough sleep. Like, I'm guilty of it. As a trainer, sometimes I gotta be up at 4 in the morning and I don't get home until 11 and I gotta do the same thing all over again. What are you gonna do? But the only way that I make up for that is on days that I have free, I'll get like 12 hours of sleep just to make up for lost time. But bottom line, if you don't sleep, you don't grow. Now, Tony works manual labor. his job is very strenuous on his body, and he trains, so he has to sleep even more. If he doesn't grow. It just doesn't happen. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for any support you guys have given me. And like, comment, subscribe. Any questions you have that you want me to do a video on, just comment below and I'll happily do the video. Thank you guys for watching, and peace. I'll see you in another video.
What's up, guys?